I Am That. Talks with Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. Chapter 43. Ignorance can be recognized, not jnana. There are no distinctive marks of a jnana. Only ignorance can be recognized, not jnana. Nor does a jnani claim to be something special. All those who proclaim their own greatness and uniqueness are not jnanis. Questioner. From year to year, your teaching remains the same. There seems to be no progress in what you tell us. Maharaj. In a hospital, the sick are treated and get well. The treatment is routine, with hardly any change, but there is nothing monotonous about health. My teaching may be routine, but the fruit of it is new from man to man. Questioner. What is realization? Who is a realized man? By what is the jnani recognized? Maharaj. There are no distinctive marks of jnana. Only ignorance can be recognized, not jnana. Nor does a jnani claim to be something special. All those who proclaim their own greatness and uniqueness are not jnanis. They are mistaking some unusual development for realization. The jnani shows no tendency to proclaim himself to be a jnani. He considers himself to be perfectly normal, true to his real nature. Proclaiming oneself to be an omniscient and omnipotent deity is a clear sign of ignorance. Questioner. Can the jnani convey his experience to the ignorant? Can jnana be transmitted from one man to another? Maharaj. Yes, it can. The words of a jnani have the power of dispelling ignorance and darkness in the mind. It is not the words that matter, but the power behind them. Questioner. What is the power? Maharaj. The power of conviction based on personal realization, on one's own direct experience. Questioner. Some realized people say that knowledge must be won, not got. Another can only teach, but the learning is one's own. Maharaj. It comes to the same. Questioner. There are many who have practiced yoga for years and years without any result. What is the cause of their failure? Maharaj. Some are addicted to trances with their consciousness in abeyance. Without full consciousness, what progress can there be? Questioner. Many are practicing samadhis, states of rapturous absorption. In samadhis, consciousness is quite intense, yet they do not result in anything. Maharaj. What results do you expect? And why should jnana be the result of anything? One thing leads to another, but jnana is not a thing to be bound by causes and results. It is beyond causality altogether. It is abidance in the self. The yogi comes to know many wonders, but of the self he remains ignorant. The jnani may look and feel quite ordinary, but the self he knows well. Questioner. There are many who strive for self-knowledge earnestly, but with scant results. What is the cause of it? Maharaj. They have not investigated the sources of knowledge sufficiently. Their sensations, feelings, and thoughts they do not know well enough. This may be one cause of delay. Another is that some desires may still be alive. Questioner. Ups and downs in sadhana are inevitable, yet the earnest seeker plods on in spite of all. What can the jnani for such a seeker? What can a Jnani do for such a seeker? Maharaj, if the seeker is earnest, the light can be given. The light is for all and is always there. But the seekers are few, and among those few, those who are ready are very rare. Ripeness of heart and mind is indispensable. Questioner, did you get your own realization through effort or by the grace of your guru? Maharaj, his was the teaching and mine was the trust. My confidence in him made me accept his words as true, go deep into them, live them, and that is how I came to realize what I am. The Guru's person and words made me trust him, and my trust made them fruitful. Questioner, but can a Guru give realization without words, without trust, just like this, without any preparation? Maharaj, yes, one can, but where is the taker? You see, I was so attuned to my Guru, so completely trusting him, there was so little resistance in me, that it all happened easily and quickly. But not everybody is so fortunate. Laziness and restlessness often stand in the way until they are seen and removed. The progress is slow. All those who have realized on the spot by mere touch, look, or thought have been ripe for it. But such are very few. The majority need some time for ripening. Sadhana is accelerated ripening. Questioner, what makes one ripe? What is the ripening factor? Maharaj, earnestness, of course. One must be really anxious. After all, the realized man is the most earnest man. Whatever he does it completely without limitations and reservations. Integrity will take you to reality. Questioner, do you love the world? Maharaj, when you are hurt, you cry. Why? Because you love yourself. Don't bottle up your love by limiting it to the body. Keep it open. It will be there. It will then be the love for all. When all the false self-identifications are thrown away, what remains is all embracing love. Get rid of all ideas about yourself, even the idea that you are God. No self-definition is valid. Questioner, I am tired of promises. I'm tired of sadhanas, which take all my time and energy and bring nothing. I want reality here and now. Can I have it? Maharaj, of course you can, provided you are really fed up with everything, including your sadhanas. When you demand nothing of the world nor of God, when you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Questioner, if a man engrossed in family life and in the affairs of the world does his sadhana strictly as prescribed by his scriptures, will he get results? Maharaj, results he will get, but he will be wrapped up in them like a cocoon. Questioner, so many saints say that when you are ripe and ready, you will realize. Their words may be true, but they are of little use. There must be a way out, independent of ripening, which needs time, and of sadhana, which needs effort. Maharaj, don't call it a way. It is more like a kind of skill. It is not even that. Stay open and quiet, that is all. What you seek is so near you that there is no place for a way. Questioner, there are so many ignorant people in the world and so few jnanis. What is the cause of it? Maharaj, don't concern yourself with others. Take care of yourself. You know that you are. Don't burden yourself with names. Just be. Any name or shape you give yourself obscures your real nature. Questioner, why should seeking end before one can realize? Maharaj, the desire for truth is the highest of all desires, yet it is still a desire. All desires must be given up for the real to be. Remember that you are. This is your working capital. Rotate it and there will be much profit. Questioner, why should there be seeking at all? Maharaj, life is seeking. One cannot help seeking. When all search ceases, it is the supreme state. Questioner, why does the supreme state come and go? Maharaj, it neither comes nor it goes, It is. Questioner, do you speak from your own experience? Maharaj, of course, it is a timeless state, ever present. Questioner, with me it comes and goes. With you it does not. Why this difference? Maharaj, maybe because I have no desires, or you do not desire the Supreme strongly enough. You must feel desperate when your mind is out of touch. Questioner, all my life I have been striving and achieved so little. I was reading, I was listening, all in vain. Maharaj, listening and reading became a habit with you. Questioner, I gave it up too. I do not read nowadays. Maharaj, what you gave up is of no importance now. What have you not given up? Find that out and give up that. Sadhana is the search for what to give up. Empty yourself completely. Questioner, how can a fool desire wisdom? One needs to know the object of desire to desire it. When the Supreme is not known, how can it be desired? Maharaj, man naturally ripens and becomes ready for realization. Questioner, what is the ripening factor? Maharaj, self-remembrance. Awareness of I am ripens him powerfully and speedily. Give up all ideas about yourself and simply be. Questioner, I am tired of all the ways and means and skills and tricks, of all these mental acrobatics. Is there a way to perceive reality directly and immediately? Maharaj, stop making use of your mind and see what happens. Do this one thing thoroughly, that is all. Questioner, when I was younger, I had strange experiences, short but memorable, of being nothing, just nothing, yet fully conscious. But the danger is that one has the desire to recreate from memory the moments that have passed. Maharaj, this is all imagination. In the light of consciousness, all sorts of things happen, and one need not give special importance to any. The sight of a flower is as marvelous as the vision of God. Let them be. Why remember them and then make memory into a problem? Be bland about them. Do not divide them into high and low, inner and outer, lasting and transient. Go beyond. Go back to the source. Go to the self that is the same, whatever happens. Your weakness is due to your conviction that you were born into the world. In reality, the world is ever recreated in you and by you. See everything as emanating from the light, which is the source of your own being. You will find that in that light there is love and infinite energy. Questioner, if I am that light, why do I not know it? Maharaj, to know you need a knowing mind, a mind capable of knowing, but your mind is ever on the run, never still, never fully reflecting. How can you see the moon with all her glory when the eye is clouded with disease? Questioner. Can we say that while the sun is the cause of the shadow, one cannot see the sun in the shadow, one must turn around? Maharaj. Again, you have introduced the trinity of the sun, the body, and shadow. There's no such division in reality. What I am talking about has nothing to do with dualities or trinities. Don't mentalize and verbalize. Just see and be. Questioner. Must I see to be? Maharaj. See what you are. Don't ask others. Don't let others tell you about yourself. Look within and see. All the teacher can tell you is only this. There is no need of going from one to another. The same water is in all the wells. You must draw from the nearest. In my case, the water is within me, and I am the water. I am that. Talks with Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. Chapter 44. I am is true. All else is inference. By no effort of logic or imagination can you change the I am into I am not. In the very denial of your being, you asserted, once you realize that the world is your own projection, you are free of it. Maharaj. The perceiver of the world, is he prior to the world, or does he come into being along with the world? Questioner. What a strange question. Why do you ask such questions? Maharaj. Unless you know the correct answer, you will not find peace. Questioner. When I wake up in the morning, the world is already there, waiting for me. Surely the world comes into being first. I do, but much later, at the earliest at my birth. The body mediates between me and the world. Without the body, there would be neither me nor the world. Maharaj. The body appears in your mind. Your mind is the content of your consciousness, and you are the motionless witness of the river of consciousness, which changes eternally without changing you in any way. Your own changelessness is so obvious that you do not notice it. Have a good look at yourself, and all these misapprehensions and misconceptions will dissolve. Just as all the little watery lives are in the water and cannot be without water, so all the universe is in you and cannot be without you. Questioner. We call it God. Maharaj. God is only an idea in your mind. The fact is you. The only thing you know for sure is here and now I am. Remove the here and now, and the I am remains unassailable. The word exists in memory. Memory comes into consciousness. Consciousness exists in awareness. And awareness is the reflection of the light on the waters of existence. Questioner. Still, I do not see how the world can be in me when the opposite I am in the world is so obvious. Maharaj. Even to say I am the world is me, is a sign of ignorance. But when I keep in mind and confirm in life my identity with the world, the power arises in me which destroys the ignorance, burns it up completely. Questioner. Is the witness of ignorance separate from ignorance? Is not to say I am ignorant or a part of ignorance. Maharaj. Of course, all I can say truly is I am. All else is inference. But the inference has become a habit. Destroy all habits of thinking and sleeping. The sense I am is the manifestation of a deeper cause, which you may call self, God, reality, or by any other name. The I am is in the world, but it is the key which can open the door out of the world. The moon dancing on the water is seen in the water, but it is caused by the moon in the sky and not by the water. Questioner. Still, the main point seems to escape me. I can admit that the world in which I live and move and have my being is, out of my own creation, a projection of myself, of my imagination, on the unknown world, the world as it is, the world of absolute matter, whatever this matter may be. The world of my own creation may be quite unlike the ultimate, the real world, just like the cinema screen is quite unlike the pictures projected onto it. Nevertheless, this absolute world exists, quite independent of myself. Maharaj. Quite so. The world of absolute reality onto which your mind has projected a world of relative unreality is independent of yourself for the very simple reason that it is yourself. Questioner. Is there no contradiction in terms? How can independence prove identity? Maharaj. Examine the motion of change and you will see. What can change while you do not change can be said to be independent of you. But what is changeless must be one with whatever else is changeless. For duality implies interaction, and interaction means change. In other words, the absolute material and the absolute spiritual, the totally objective and the totally subjective are identical both in substance and essence. Questioner. Like in a three-dimensional picture, the light forms its own screen. Maharaj. Any comparison will do. The main point to grasp is that you have projected onto yourself a world of your own imagination, based on memories, on desires and fears, and that you have imprisoned yourself in it. Break the spell and be free. Questioner. How does one break the spell? Maharaj. Assert your independence in thought and action. After all hangs on your faith in yourself, on the conviction that what you see and hear, think and feel is real. Why not question your faith? No doubt, this world is painted by you on the screen of consciousness and is entirely your own private world. Only your sense I am, though in the world, is not of the world. By no effort of logic or imagination can you change the I am into I am not. In the very denial of your being, you assert it. Once you realize that the world is your own projection, you are free of it. You need not free yourself of a world that does not exist, except in your own imagination. However the picture is, beautiful or ugly, you are painting it and you are not bound by it. Realize that there is nobody to force it on you, that it is due to the habit of taking the imaginary to be real. See the imaginary as imaginary and be free of fear. Just as the colors of this carpet are brought out by light, but light is not the color, so is the world caused by you. You may call it God or providence, but ultimately you are the proof that God exists, not the other way around. For before any question about God can be put, you must be there to put it. Questioner. God is an experience in time, but the experiencer is timeless. Maharaj. Even the experiencer is secondary. Primary is the infinite expanse of consciousness, the eternal possibility, the immeasurable potential of all that was, is, and will be. When you look at anything, it is the ultimate you see, but you see that you see a cloud or a tree. But you imagine that you see a cloud or a tree. Learn to look without imagination, to listen without distortion. That is all. Stop attributing names and shapes to the essentially nameless and formless. Realize that every mode of perception is subjective, that what is seen or heard, touched or smelled, felt or thought, expected or imagined is in the mind and not in reality, and you will experience peace and freedom from fear. Even the sense of I am is composed of the pure light and the sense of being. The I is there even without the am, so is the pure light there wherever, let me say that again. So is the pure light there whether you say I or not. Become aware of that pure light and you will never lose it. The beingness in being, the awareness is in consciousness. The interest in every experience, it is not describable, yet it is perfectly accessible, for there is nothing else. Questioner, you talk of reality directly as the all-pervading, ever-present, eternal, all-knowing, all-energizing first cause. There are other teachers who refuse to discuss reality at all. They say reality is beyond the mind, while all discussions are within the realm of the mind, which is the home of the unreal. Their approach is negative. They pinpoint the unreal and thus go beyond it into the real. Maharaj, the difference lies in the words only. After all, when I talk of the real, I describe it as not real, spaceless, timeless, causeless, beginningless, and endless. It comes to the same. As long as it leads to enlightenment, what does the wording matter? Does it matter whether you pull the cart or push it, as long as it is kept rolling? You may feel attracted to reality at one time and repelled from the false at another. These are only moods which alternate. Both are needed for perfect freedom. You may go one way or another, but each time it will be the right way at that moment. Just go wholeheartedly and don't waste time on doubting or hesitating. Many kinds of food are needed to make the child grow, but the act of eating is the same. Theoretically, all approaches are good. In practice, at a given moment, you proceed by one road only. Sooner or later, you are bound to discover that if you really want to find, you must dig at one place only, within. Neither your body nor mind can give you what you seek. The being and knowing yourself and the great peace that comes with it. Questioner, surely there is something valid and valuable in every approach. Maharaj, in each case the value lies in bringing you to the need of seeking within. Playing with various approaches may be due to resistance, to going within, to the fear of having to abandon the illusion of being something or somebody in particular. To find water, you do not dig small pits all over the place, but drill deep in one place only. Similarly, to find yourself, you have to explore yourself. When you realize that you are the light of the world, you will also realize that you are the love of it, that to know is to love, and to love is to know. Of all the affections, the love of oneself comes first. Your love of the world is the reflection of your love of yourself, for your world is of your own creation. Light and love are impersonal. but they are reflected in your mind as knowing and wishing oneself well. We are always friendly towards ourselves, but not always wise. A yogi is a man whose goodwill is allied with wisdom.